Welcome to Franklin, Tennessee, where the front porches are full of stories
and the people are full of heart.
I'm Caroline Bryan.
And I'm Ellen Boyer, and together we started the Brett Boyer Foundation.
This place means the world to us, so we're teaming up with an insanely talented local designer to give it a fresh new look.
We're talking function, fun, and just the right amount of fabulous.
This is Hometown Heroes,
where passion meets purpose
and sometimes a little paint.
This is incredible.
Isn't it so
Guys,
happy?
this is magical.
Well, welcome to Brett's Barn.
Caroline is married to country music legend Luke Bryan, and Ellen is her sister-in-law. So really, really awesome family and just a whole lot of love that has been put into this organization. So obviously we're at Brett's Barn. I would love to hear a little about this foundation.
The Brett Boyer Foundation, we fund congenital heart disease research and support and celebrate the Down syndrome community. And so a lot of what we do is super rewarding, but kind of can be heavy. And Brett's Barn has been such a respite for our family.
This was really, honestly, my ultimate gift that I could give to Brett.
Brett was my firstborn child, my little girl, Sadie Brett Boyer, born in 2016. Brett was born with a heart defect and with Down syndrome.
She changed our whole family on both sides, on Ellen's side and mine.
When we sat down with our surgeon right after Brett passed away, I asked him, what did you need to save Brett's life? And he told me that she needed a mitral valve replacement, but they didn't make him small enough for her. And his answer is really what set us on fire, because we said, well, why not just make him smaller? And he was like, the return on investment's not enough for a device company to just make them smaller. We just decided we're not in it for a return of investment. We're in it for a return of life. Now we've had this lived experience that we know how we can continue to help people that are in the same positions that we were in.
A silly promise that I made Brett as a joke to my brother once became a reality, and we rescued a little white pony, and then we rescued another one and a goat. And 3 animals quickly turned into almost 30. And then we started seeing how it was helping our whole family, and then we started bringing families out and to watch how it helped the children. And to watch a parent who's been in the hospital for sometimes months and months or up to a year, to watch them sit down and breathe, it was like the weight of the world was off their shoulders, and their child is being a normal child.
It's difficult to find something to show someone how much you really love them and care. And I mean, this could not be more beautiful as a gift. I'm so happy to be working with the Brett Boyer Foundation. They have done so many amazing things. And the more I learn about the foundation, the more amazed I am with all that they're doing. I'm so excited about the new space for you guys, the update, and we've only got a day. So would you show me that?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right, Julie.
Oh, wow, guys,
Welcome.
This is so beautiful.
My husband and I bought the house, and we turned it into our office because we had nowhere to go.
Before this, we had about 200 square feet, and then Caroline said, you'll make it as bright as you can and as girly as you can.
Even watching parents come in here, you can't help but smile because everything is fun and bright.
What are your favorite design elements in here?
My favorite thing about this room are the 2 bright yellow chairs.
Yellow was Brett's color. Ellen always had her in yellow, a little cute bow stuck to her little head.
So tell me, how did the bees get incorporated?
We started out really calling Brett our queen bee. She was the first girl on both of our sides. While I was pregnant with her, we had, a lot of really difficult diagnosis being delivered to us. A lot of people telling us what she'd never do. And I found this phrase, aerodynamically, the bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly, but no one ever told the bumblebee that, so it kept on flying anyway.
Oh my
It just felt like a
gosh.
beautiful symbol of her life.
Well, I love this. I'm so happy to be here. So do you want to show me more of this
Sure,
house? I would love to
love
see more.
to.
Oh, I love this too. This is
Isn't
so
it so
pretty.
bright?
Oh, there's our yellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love the logos. This is fabulous.
Yes.
Gosh, you guys did such a good job with color. And this is a really pretty detail too on the drapery.
We were always looking for ways to brighten things up and keep it, sophisticated, but still really bright and fun. We definitely use this room for many purposes. We have our weekly meetings to really regroup and talk about the different areas where we're working and how we can help support them better. But we also host hospital staff in here. We host Heart Moms nights in here, planning committee meetings.
Well, obviously, I love being with y'all, and I'd love to meet the rest of your team. I know it takes a village to accomplish everything you're doing, so.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys. I love this office.
I'm so proud of all of these beautiful pictures on the wall, and those all Suha favorite. They're my beautiful work. Thank you. Suha's a fellow Heart Mom. Her beautiful daughter Nadia is post-transplant. She's our director of CHD awareness, and is able to make CHD, a little more visible and digestible, because when these kids' shirts are on, their scars are covered and you have no idea what they've been through, and who to better be able to put that into art.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
So we've done a little mini tour. What are your favorite things about the design of the spaces?
How bright and colorful it is.
Yes.
And calming. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's so fun. And then what do you like best about working here?
I've only come on board more, in a full capacity recently, and just to see the amount of work that you're doing, it's indescribable.
It's incredible. Well, I'm really excited for you guys to see the space today. It's
We're so excited. Can't wait.
good. We're excited too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this wallpaper.
Great. Tracy, Jennifer, come meet Julie.
I love your backdrop. Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Well, I know you guys make such an impact. So what specifically do you do?
I am the executive director. I've been here for 6 years. It's been such an honor to be able to do this work.
I am marketing and communications director. My favorite thing is probably getting to see the positive outcomes that come from what we do. We really get to see walking miracles every day.
You really do. It's amazing. So I guess I will see you guys later today.
Sounds great.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, this is a fun kitchen.
Isn't it so fun?
I love this color.
Yeah.
This tile color is fabulous.
So the kitchen was original to the house, and we just brightened up the cabinets.
And you did really cool hardware too.
Yes.
That was really fun. Caroline and Ellen are giving me this tour of the space, and everything is so beautiful. The color is beautiful. It's wonderfully done. So I'm not really sure why they need my help.
Well, y'all ready to check out the attic?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready? You sure?
I said that really enthusiastically. I'm ready.
All right.
Now I get it.
We got started a little with the flooring, but we really could use some help finishing things up.
Okay.
We have all of this merch or different hospital support items that we're kind of shipping out and keeping going constantly. And so it's been really hard for us to stay organized.
And you're shipping those to families or to
We're
hospitals?
shipping to hospital staff, to families,
Oh, wow.
all over the place. And a lot of people have been like, maybe y'all should have outsourced, but we really do. Think over and pray over each item that goes out to these families and to the staff in the hospitals. And that's important to us, that as this grows, that we don't lose that touch.
Obviously, you want to be able to see everything because
Right.
you're pulling things constantly.
Right. Being able to grab and pack it very quickly, that's definitely been something we've been missing. Some sort of countertop to be able to get things packaged up well.
Okay. Well, obviously you have great shelving that I'm sure works perfectly because you can see everything, but you don't have the color you have in the rest of the space. So let's bring in some fun color.
It always makes me happy to see a little nod to a bee somewhere. So
I
could
love
be
that. Okay.
incorporated, whether in yellow or her logo. That would be
I do love the
amazing.
bee. I would love to pull in the yellow,
Let's do
especially
it.
now that I know
Yeah.
we could go bright crazy, which you just would be very energizing. But I love this tone, which is like a pale, kind of like a creamy butter,
pretty.
a butter yellow. So I think something like in this world could be really pretty. We want to kind of brighten it, bring in the other colors from downstairs, make it really fresh, but also still let your merchandise be the star. Well, I do love you, but I want you out now.
Okay.
So you got to get out so you can be surprised.
You got it.
All right. Okay. See you in a little bit. The room as it is now is functional for them. So we're really going to just kind of upgrade the space and make it visually more appealing, but also give them more storage and more functionality. Hello.
how are you?
Gosh, I'm glad to see you.
Yes.
I'm Julie.
Andrew, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Andrew. Oh, a whole team. This makes me so happy.
Yes, brought some friends along here.
This is kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's kind of a buttery yellow. What's great about color is we can kind of make it as much of the focus as we want. So the deeper we go, the brighter we go, the more the focus is on the walls. But in this case, we have all these beautiful things that we want to really be the star of the show. So we're gonna use a subtle color to convey their message, to show their logo, but also to be the backdrop for this.
It's gonna look awesome.
And you're gonna do the ceiling and the walls, everything except these gorgeous beams that are here. I really do think if you paint the ceiling as well, it becomes much more cohesive, and it obviously can look much more sophisticated when you have that full height of your ceiling. I'm gonna go and get furniture and fabrics and all the things finalized. So you have one day.
All right, we'll get
Dun-dun.
started. Let's do it.
So we are on a tight schedule. So today, instead of running back to my studio, I just came to this amazing showroom, Francois & Company at the Nashville Design Collective. So one of the most important elements in this space is the flooring. In keeping with the soft tones, we would do a light floor. So I loved these. I think I'm gonna go with this one just because our room is gonna be so light and bright. This will have just a little bit more color. So we want a little contrast, but we still want it to make sense with our beautiful wall color. I mean, Lumber Liquidators has so many options. There's a floor for every budget. I'm working with Cabinets to Go on this because I want to create these two great islands for storage and function, and we can pretty much do anything with the options, colors, and styles. There's so many, and it is a fraction of the cost of custom cabinets. So in this little area, we want to create a really kind of cozy seating area. And then over here, to really showcase the logo, I thought a great way we could do that without wasting any space is to have a wall control systems. And then we're gonna be able to use that to display some of their smaller merchandise. So I'm feeling really good about the flooring and the paint and these islands. I'm a little unsure of a couple furniture pieces we still need to find, so I'm gonna give Furnitureland South a call. Hi. I'm helping the Brett Boyer Foundation with their attic space. We have chairs that are beautiful that you helped me select. I need 2 or 3 runners TBD.
This is a nice light pink, almost like a rose quartz.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And then this is the second one. It looks really good with the others.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I definitely don't want them to match. Everything is more like homey, a little rustic. So I don't want it to be like too fancy or matchy-matchy.
We've got everything you need. We're gonna send it over now, and I know it's gonna look great in the space.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, guys, we've got flooring, we've got paint, and now we have furniture. Hey guys. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. We're gonna try to lighten and brighten the space. Oh, that's beautiful. Since we have a really tight time frame, the guys at Lumber Liquidators suggested we do a pre-finished floor. So will you guys walk me through the process of how this works?
Yeah, so on this flooring, it's tongue and groove. As you'll see, there's the tongue, there's the groove.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there, and it'll all rack this way, and we'll staple it as we go.
Appreciate y'all doing this so quickly for us. This is looking great. Thank you for getting this mixed in this half tint. When we get samples, we take a color we like or a couple that we like, and we get it mixed at half tint as well as full tint. So you can tell them you want 50% of the formula. And another good thing to do if you're not quite sure about the whole space being one color, you can do your walls at the full tint and then half tint on your ceiling. And that's kind of a good compromise because you still get the continuity and you get a little bit more polished look, but you don't have quite as much color. So your guys are obviously doing this very quickly, which is incredible. I've made some big painting mistakes at my house when I was gonna be like crafty on the weekend. How do you approach this if you're doing it by yourself at home?
Take a whole day just to clear the room out when you're working with a big space, so you're not working around furniture and things like that. And then you want to invest in a really good brush, which you can find at your local paint store. And then we'll actually start by rolling the wall. So we'll get as much coverage as we can get on there with one coat. And then come behind that and cut it. You want to cut that after the roll so that you don't have the brush strokes with the roller.
But normal people are gonna tape all that off.
Yes,
normal
most folks
being
are,
me.
yeah.
that
It just
don't
takes a
do
little bit
everything.
of practice,
Okay.
and you'd be surprised how quickly you can learn to cut in. Anytime you're going from light to dark or dark to light, you want to use a primer beforehand.
Okay.
So if you are going from maybe a white or a yellow tinted bread, you can have them tint the primer to that same color.
Okay.
And start with that, and then
And it
usually you have
saves
a lot
you.
less coats.
Thank you for adhering to this time frame.
You're welcome.
I really
You're welcome.
appreciate it. Oh wow, this looks great. How's it going?
It's good. We're all set. Just need to get it in place.
I absolutely love seeing the cabinets coming in. The color is amazing, and I know that we're getting really close. I will check on the painters, and then we can put it exactly where it goes. See you in a sec. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I love that it goes all the way up to the ceiling.
We just did 2 coats all the way around
Okay.
the walls and the ceiling, which covered really well, and I think it came out real nice.
I think this is going to be a beautiful upgrade for them, and you guys were a huge part of that.
Well, we were honored to be a part of it. And I think a little bit of color makes a big difference. Whether it's just a one room or the whole house, feels like a whole new home when you walk in with some new paint.
I so appreciate you guys. It looks like we're almost finished.
Absolutely.
So if you don't mind to clean up, and we'll start moving the island over.
We'll start getting stuff out of the way for you, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
We are halfway through the day, and it's all happening. Hey guys, I think we're ready. This is the floor plan, so this will make a little more sense, hopefully. But I think I have about 8 or 9 feet from here.
Okay.
So this will be the overhang with the 3 counter stools. That end is gonna be towards us, and then that end is gonna be the desk. If you think this is good on spacing, we're ready. You wanna start bringing them in? And then it's gonna go like right over here to the side of that door. Oh, this is gonna be such good storage. I think I only put like 3 feet in there, maybe a tiny bit more. For the walkway, there's not a lot. What are the remaining steps?
We'll get the cabinets in place. We'll lock them together. We'll build up these ones that are shorter to the same height so the counter's all the same.
Okay.
And then counters will go in.
Richard, I'm so happy you're here. Wall control has been so helpful for us because I had no idea how I was going to display a logo.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be really helpful. And they said they could never have enough storage.
And that's what's perfect about
So-
it. It's storage and it's decorative.
Love
When you
this.
told me about this project, I was super excited. My daughter had open heart surgery when she was 3 months old.
Oh, wow.
And in the CICU when she was recovering, this foundation sent her a stuffed bee. So we'll never forget that. We're blessed that we have a healthy little 3-year-old now. And so it's just such a special moment for me to be able to give back in this small way.
I'm glad we can do this. So I'm going to help you, but I want direction.
Let's do it. What I need your help with is just kind of keeping it level.
Okay.
While I get these first set of screws going.
And what's our configuration? How many are
So
there?
what we'll do is we'll basically be 5 of these rows down. And so
Oh.
the logo starts on the next one. The puzzle will start to make a lot more sense here in a second. I know you have a reveal coming up, and this is a big undertaking, so we're trying to.
It is a big
trying to cruise.
undertaking.
To keep an eye and make sure that stays.
Yep.
You just upload it and lay it across however many panels you want.
I do love how personal these are. So we just sent you a JPEG of the logo,
Mm-hmm.
and it became this.
Exactly.
So if you can finish this, that would be awesome. I'm gonna go grab some of the amazing women that work here to help me start pulling it all together.
Cool. We'll get it
Okay.
done and then we'll start accessorizing.
I love it. You just said accessorize.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Man after my own heart.
Here we
Thank
go.
you. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you for helping me. We're making great progress up there. There's still a bit to do. I would love if you guys would help me kind of merchandise it all and make it kind of style it up like a retail store. Since this is your space as well and we're celebrating you guys, I want to make sure it really functions well. But I also want you to be able to be part of celebrating Caroline and Ellen.
We're happy to help.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, wow.
What do you think so far?
Wow. Oh, my gosh. I love it. I love the floors and the cabinets.
And you like the wall color?
And all of it.
And then we've got the logo over there, you can see.
How cool is that? I love that. Yes.
So we can actually house some of the small stuff on there. So we can hopefully get rid of some of this, but also that's gonna be super functional. I don't normally love to block windows because we obviously want the natural light. So what we're gonna do is just put some really thin pieces like the kids' t-shirts and that kind of thing. Oftentimes in our homes, it's the same. We have to use the window wall. So if you do, that's a really great place to put kind of like low chairs in front of it or maybe tall glass lamps on a console, and it still looks really beautiful and you don't lose all your light.
Julie, could I get a hand over here when you get a second?
Oh, this looks awesome.
Coming along.
Oh my gosh, those are fantastic.
Isn't it? I mean, we have a lot of options. My thoughts were we go across the top with kind of a deeper shelf like this one right here.
Yep.
And then I might replicate this on that side also. And then we have, you know, our traditional hooks we always use.
Yes.
They can use those in here for hanging hats and things
Okay.
too, and it's not going to distract from the logo.
Gosh, I love this. This is so good. Okay,
it's
awesome. So now we just have to get the furniture in. Hello, y'all might want to park it there because this is where our rug's going. So normally we would put a rug in the space, we would like almost fill up the entire space. But since I knew you guys have rolling carts and you're bringing in inventory all the time, I kind of left you some space around, but we'll still create this like cozy little nook, but we just won't have as much of a rug that you have to kind of like maneuver around.
That's smart.
Love it.
Yep.
I love this chair so much. Well, thank you so much for your help. I could not do this without you. This is very quick and it's a lot, but I hope Ellen and Caroline love it.
They're gonna love it.
Everything is set. I'm about to reveal the space to Ellen and Caroline, and I cannot wait. Okay, guys.
Oh my goodness.
It's gorgeous.
I literally could not be happier.
So this is the star.
The wall control is just amazing for us to be able to see how much we have left, what we're running short on, what's selling well, and just to display it so beautifully. And of course, having Richard, a heart dad, involved is really just the icing on the cake.
I really wanted to incorporate the logo, but in a useful way. This is really incredible. You can customize this any way you want.
It makes me so happy.
And obviously you have new floors.
Yes,
So beautiful. To complement this subtle wall color, it's kind of like lemon zest.
The yellow just makes me so happy, and it's just a constant reminder of who we're doing this for and why we're doing this, and to keep going and not to let our limitations limit us.
And even the ceiling's yellow.
Yes.
I love it.
And then we did these islands that are really massive because we wanted you to have tons of storage.
I'm so excited about all of the storage within the islands. The fact that we can have things more organized really gives us the opportunity to host more heart moms and volunteers here to help us get more of our mission out there.
Well, I'm sure you guys know this already, but your team's amazing.
Yes.
And they helped us kind of get everything situated and just displayed beautifully, but still so we can find it. It was really amazing. They were able to kind of give back too.
So sweet.
And to help us, and they're just all amazing. So this team is really special, and I'm glad we get to do this for y'all.
Everyone that's on this team is so incredibly special and important to our family, and to have this beautiful space for us to all work together and use our strengths to do good things together, it just means so much to me.
This disease is not as rare as you may think, and so your foundation comes in and you're the bright light in that situation, and so you make it really positive and people feel really surrounded with love, which is invaluable in those moments. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
I feel like I am very blessed to get to see Brett's legacy and her spirit live on through this each day. Every piece that we make has some sort of awareness for spreading joy, acceptance, inclusion, all about CHD. I hope that she's proud of the fact that we've tried to turn the hard times into something that can help
You shouldn't
people.
have to hope that. You know she is. You don't ever have to hope that.
No.
Ellen and her foundation really came into play in our lives and really helped us a lot.
To learn that you're not alone and to learn that, there's hope.
Going a step beyond and then creating something to help us through our journey is it's a beautiful thing.
To know that they're helping find solutions for people's pain is amazing. And it's just been a blessing to be a part of this and to know them. So thank you so much.